Hi, this is Scott again, and not talking about my apartment. I'm not talking about any particular transportation company. I'm just talking about something that I found very, very funny today. I had to go out and look at new apartments, and first of all, the apartment I went to, after a long walk, they weren't even there. So then I took a train that I've never taken before to try to get back to Stockholm. Well, getting there in the first place, it was a nightmare because of all the different connections I had to make, which I unfortunately had done before. I could have taken basically one train down to the main train station and one train up to the other station, and it would have been done. In any case, what happened was I took this train from a place where I looked at the apartment, which took me down to the station that I had already been at earlier in the day, which I wish I had done first. But then, after getting to that station, I went over to the other connection that I had to have to get down to Stockholm. Well, I got on the connection, and I don't know, after 3 stops, it stopped and said, oh, we're not going to go to Stockholm anymore, we're going to go back again to this other location. So I'm thinking, what is going on today? I was scratching my head thinking, why do I deserve this? I couldn't believe it. So anyway, it went the other way, and then they said there were replacement buses. So I went up to the buses, and I got on the replacement bus. The replacement bus went about 200 yards, turned around, went back the other way again, and everybody's saying, what's going on now? So then, okay, finally I see a sign for the subway. I go onto the subway, it goes down to a station and stops again. And I thought, what's going on? What is going on today? I couldn't believe it. So finally I went to one other station that actually had a train going to Stockholm. So I got to Stockholm finally, just to do a couple of photographs and try my camera out that I had with me. And then after that, I did get on the normal train going back to the place where I might work eventually, and then it worked kind of fine after that. But it was just it was a comedy of errors today. It was really a comedy of errors. It was just, I couldn't believe how many things just went awry. It was funny. It was a comedy of errors today. One thing that I learned today is not to believe the program I have on my phone. It's the SL company, has an app. I've talked about SL many times. And they have an app on my phone that when I say I want to go from point A to point B, it always puts me in these crazy, crazy positions. I can't even describe it. This trip I went on that took me 2 hours to get to today could have taken me 30 minutes if I had just looked a little bit on the map and found out where to go. But I didn't do that. And I really promised to myself after this, I'm not going to ever, and I mean ever, trust that program again. It has put me in crazy situations going from point A to point B before, and they were going not point A to point B, they were going from point A to point B to point C to point E to point F, then getting to the other place, when I could just go to point A to B if I do it on my own. So from now on, and I mean every time I travel, which also includes tomorrow, I'm sure as hell not going to listen to the SL. I'm not. I'm going to look at what they are suggesting and then comparing it against the map. Otherwise, it's finished. Anyway, it was fun, and thanks for watching, and I hope everything's fine with you, and Please subscribe to my channels. I'll say it one more time. I'm doing this because of my heartsthatshare.org foundation. I'm started a foundation. Everything I do on YouTube and everything I do on my podcasts is to try to make enough money to fund my foundation, which is to help all the people in the world when they're hungry, when they need hospital bills paid. They also want to shut down all animal, what are they called, factory farms. Factory farms are terrible, what they do to the animals, and like pigs. When you put pigs in a trough, they are screeching, trying to get out of it, because they're very smart. They're smarter than dogs. They can't take it. They can't take the thought of they're about to be killed. They know they're about to be killed, and so do cows. It's just heartless. That's one of the reasons why I started my foundation, to help animals. I've been a vegan for over 20 years now, and I've never felt so good. I have a bicep. I don't know if you can see my bicep right now, and my stomach. I'm 68 years old, and that's because I do take very good care of myself. I've been a vegan, and I've run as a vegan an under 3-hour marathon and a 1:18 half marathon as a vegan. So that's not the main point here. The main point is, well, really, it's about a lot of things, I guess, but it's fun to talk about anyway. But yes, I'll let you go now, and I hope you have a nice evening or a nice morning. All the best. And oh yeah, it was all because of the foundation. Yes, the foundation is very, very important for me, and please visit heartsthatshare.org. It's in English now. I will be translating it to heartsthatshare.org. I will be translating it to Swedish for the people here in Sweden also, but I want to translate it to lots of different languages. But thank you for watching, and all the best to you. Bye-bye.